If you have no food, then you have no home. I'm Albert Kaliruga, the Executive Director at Gambiro Tafayona, Uganda. In brief, it is ETY. Today I'm so much delighted because of this meeting. We have had a very fruitful board meeting, especially to assess how far we have moved. Therefore, thank all the board members for all their tireless efforts that we are moving, and really we have ignited all the momentum to ensure that our programs are on ground. As I have always told you, the issue of mindset change is still key, and our people need to be oriented ideologically. Their ways of thinking must be streamlined if we are to move this nation far. On the other hand, we have also embarked on the fight against malnutrition, because malnutrition is hitting us as a community, as a nation. Some people are even surprised when they hear of the word malnutrition. Actually, of recent, when I was following the history of Mozambique, it is just this October that Mozambique has been freed, has been declared to be malaria-free. Actually, there are very few countries in Africa that have been declared malaria-free. And by the time they declare a country to be malaria-free, they must have tested that country at 3 years, at least 3 years back, to have been free of any of a single malaria case, which is not common. And when it comes to our country here, you know what it means, that people are really dying every day because of malaria. But most of the causes are known to us, leave alone the issue of mosquitoes, plasmodium and what. But we still have other key issues. We have not concentrated on hygiene, personal hygiene. We have not concentrated on public health. The utensil racks, we don't have utensil racks. We don't have latrines. In fact, it was in one of the councils somewhere, and people are still discussing issues of open defecation. That there is still open defecation taking place in some areas here in the region. We are still, as leaders, in some of the leaders' gatherings, we are still discussing issues of hand washing. We still need donors, we need funds to champion hand washing. Actually, one day, as I was addressing a certain audience, I told them that now we have hand washing, but we expect even to have people who are going to now to concentrate to come up with the problem statements, to calm down issues related to head washing. Actually, head washing has already commenced, because in Edo, when you visit any of our saloons around, even in the country, you even pay a cost in cleaning your head, even the heels and the legs. So one day we are even going to have a full-fledged head washing secretariat, and we have commissioners, we have principal officers heading this. That means as a society, as a community, we have undergone serious irresponsibility. We are so much irresponsible. As leaders, we have been responsible enough. We are negligent. As a community, we are so negligent. I would even propose that if the laws would allow, actually, most of us here in the sub-Saharan Africa would even be charged of negligence of ourselves. We have neglected ourselves, we have neglected our bodies, we have neglected our lives. How do you sit in a workshop the whole day when you are discussing issues of washing hands? There is even a commission in charge of washing hands. There is a hand washing secretariat. Really, there is a problem. If we don't wake up and handle these key issues, then that means we still have challenges and we cannot develop as a country. As a growing economy, we cannot discuss issues of money alone. We also need to discuss issues of food security. Food security is so pertinent. We have very many organizations which have played a very fundamental role, World Hunger, World Vision. They are doing a lot of good work, but sometimes we are also negligent. Actually, if you have no food, then you have no home. Because happiness begins from the dining table. If your dining table is constrained, don't expect a happy home. Don't expect a happy family. Don't expect a happy community. The other day I was discussing with some members and they said, how can we continue having leaders? How can we continue having members of the society who are measuring in minor? Some of our people are measuring in minor. You see, when people are coming even into leadership, they are concentrating on ambulances. Now when you are moving across on Umbara Road, if you are moving on Kampala Road, on Good Road, everybody, there is an ambulance of every upcoming politician. Why? Because people have not concentrated on the problem statement. What is the problem of my area? But everybody thinks if we bought an ambulance, then that is already voted into parliament. That is a very wrong mentality. These are wrong decisions because we need to sit with the communities and understand the critical issues affecting a given community. And we also need to help our people, especially the children. We have many cases, several cases regarding teenage pregnancies. For example, as some of us, when we are moving around, like in this UNEB, Uganda National Examinations Board, the ongoing exams, you will establish that most of the schools have registered a high number of teenage pregnancies. You find in a school between 5 and 10 girls. Others have given birth during exams, others before exams, towards exams, others in the day of briefing, others are expecting mothers sitting for UNEB. I think our integrity has gone down, and as leaders we need also to add a strong voice in carving down such a voice in the community. As we are moving as a community, as ETY community, of course, for us we say that action, not reaction. Because if we keep reacting towards certain issues, then we shall not move far. I implore the community that can we join hands. We have embarked on the concept of Nyineka Tanyata, that is kitchen gardening. We have also embarked on the project of urban gardening. How do you live in an urban center? How do you live in towns? How do you live in cities? But you ensure that these people are also getting food. They have what to eat. How do you utilize the available resources to champion the immediate, to champion and solve the immediate challenges? Of recent, we had the Ktez saga in Kampala. Some people have ended in prison, others are on remand, others have been detained. But why all this? Because we have not been responsible enough. This can also happen in any other part of the country, in any other part of the continent, in any other part of the world. Why? We have decided to remain onlookers. Some people, they have even termed it as that we no longer have leaders but dealers, meaning they deal in certain ventures, but they have not concentrated on the affairs of their community. As a generation of younger people, I'm trying to crusade younger people, elites, elite youth, women of this nation, the gallant women of this nation, men of this nation, as key stakeholders in problem solving. And in fact, I take this honor and opportunity once again to thank all the team that we are working with. It is a very determined team, and I thank the Nyangabo District Local Government for giving us a very conducive environment to ensure that our programs, our projects are moving on well. We are going to move around this district and change things. We are change agents who are determined to ensure that the people's livelihoods are highly touched and transformed. The socio-economic transformation agenda, as His Excellency the President of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has always put it, now we have to be the champions. We as cadres, we as responsible citizens, this is our role. We also need to complement the government efforts toward the socio-economic agenda, the saving skills. We want to establish saving schemes, especially on the side of youth and women, but also ensure that our people have a clear mindset towards all these projects that we intend to begin. We have a docket of research and planning, and a lot is being benchmarked. And we also call upon all other stakeholders, well-wishers, the donor community, and all other responsible Ugandans to join us in this struggle, and we transform our area. Finally, we have also come with an idea of establishing a silos or a public granary. This will be our store, it will be our silos. You remember in the early 60s, we had in the Ministry of Agriculture used it to prepare silos or granaries for others to learn, to act as a demonstration, but also to keep our food very clean, to keep our food sorted, and also to prepare for disaster, for hard times, especially hunger and famine. So this one will also enhance our livelihood and ensure we have cereals, we have grains. As I have always asserted, you know, like now we have very many government programs which are ongoing, and most of them are good programs. But our people have decided to eat. They have decided to eat the seeds. I want to implore you, as a community, and especially even the change agents who are here, that we must eat the grain and spare the seed. Let's eat the grain and spare the seed. It is very important. The moment we all decide to eat the seeds, then we shall never get grains. Now, let us eat the grains, but spare the seed, because the seed must multiply. I thank you. I have said all this for God and my country. I'm Albert Kaliruga Tweki, the Executive Director at Gambiru Tafayona. Action, not reaction. Foretold is forewarned.